G'day, g'day. How are we? Hopefully the internet doesn't crap itself again. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. How are you, gamer? How are you, Dex? How is everyone? Alrighty. Get into this. Finish off these buttons. What do you think? I'm so looking forward to Friday. Yes, Friday. So, not tomorrow, not next day, but Friday. Good old Silk Song. Doing art stuffs, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. I got these made. That's what they look like in the menu, but obviously there's like some things that need to be fixed up, which they can be fixed up very easily. Yeah. It's like, this is literally just the same button. Like, the same grey used for each of them. And then I'm just modulating the... modulating the colour. I'm not sure if it's... I'm not sure if the inner and the outer are contrasting enough, though. I mean, that one's supposed to be disabled. What up, Incredible? How are you? I never used Critter. I only used GIMP. How was it? It was okay. It was okay. I'm good. Hoping my internet doesn't poop out again. But we'll see. We'll see. I feel this needs to be darker, though, for a disabled. We're working on these tonight. I'm contemplating remaking them completely. So I create a new one, turn that off and lock it so that we can't alter it. But yeah. Is everyone else excited for the $20 Silk Song? Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. That's 96. Then we go to 192. Then we go down here. 380. Right. Silk Song, $20? Nah, I'm good. What do you mean you're good? What do you mean? You want it. Because what, it's 96, 192, 388. And 384. Is my math right on that? 96, yeah, 384 because it's 192 times 2. Duh. You gonna Elden Ring? Elden Ring is old news. And cost a lot. That too. Yeah. So am I. I mean, true. This is true. You can't be an Incredible and not be old school. Like, it's not possible. Well said. I did buy myself some red wine today. Yay, ads are over. I bought some red wine today. Because I was like, you know what? If I'm going to have a drink every now and then, it should probably be some red wine, considering, like, one of that every few days is supposed to have, like, some sort of health benefit. Especially if I have it with, like, some red meat. It'll taste good as well. Like, the pairing will go well together. So I'm like, why not? And then I bought the cheapest bottle of red wine I could find. Haven't opened it yet, because you know what else? I don't have wine glasses. That's called being prepared. Just chug it directly. No, you gotta let it breathe. You gotta let it breathe. You gotta swirl it. You gotta do all that stuff. Yeah. What up, Giddy? How are you? Welcome in. Hopefully, I'm holding out hope that my internet doesn't go down again. It went down yesterday morning. It went down this morning. Hopefully, I'm just staring at my modem, making sure that it knows that if it goes down again, I will have it replaced. It's aware. We will hope. Hope against hope. That's what we need. I think I want to turn off... I want a brush that doesn't fade. Yeah? Yeah. I want it to be sharp. I want it to be proper. Yeah. Anyway. Shouldn't there be like a... aspect ratio is 5:1. I've been re-watching Mr. Robot too. Just because I was like, why watch One Piece when I can just wait until Netflix releases the One Piece? Yeah. Doesn't make sense. How can I get it to be nice and crisp? It's already set to 100%. Let's do some searching. It's interesting rewatching Mr. Robot, knowing what I know after already having seen it all once. And paying attention to how everyone interacts with everyone. It's kind of like, they really didn't hide it, did they? They didn't hide anything. They just kind of let it play out. And everyone just assumes. Yeah? So what do we need? Critter. Rectangle without fade. That's right. It's anti-aliasing, that's correct. How do we turn off anti-aliasing for the rectangle? Pixel art, there we go. Because I don't want anti-aliasing to be applied in here. I want to apply anti-aliasing in my game. Because if I have it applied here, what's going to happen is in the game, when I change colors and such, it will... When it changes colors, it will highlight those faded bits as well and make it look weird and odd. I don't want that. Let's go button depth, button, and we can probably add one, which is like, what? It's not really a decoration, is it? Like if we add like a border or a light or something like that. Detail? I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now. Make you darker. Is that anti-aliasing I see? There we go. That's better. Beautiful. Ooh, actually. What if we gradient it? That's a good idea right there. Sizzler, how are you doing? Welcome in. Let's doing our buttons tonight. Tired? It's 1 AM? Jeez. Sounds like someone needs to go beddy buys. I wonder, actually, where's the brush? Where's the, like, there's the magic wand. That thing. Even Cut has anti-alias. Yet I'm still buzzed enough to be awake for another 3 hours? Well, fair enough. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because I want a gradient like that. Yep. I dislike this anti-aliasing. It's just being applied to everything. Alright. We can hopefully just undo all this. Been developing the actual Titanfall part of the Titanfall inspired FPS that's been doing pretty good. Tomorrow I may be shifting my focus back to the Godot plugin for a bit, because Ambient CG's API allegedly updated to fix the issues. I reported with it. Nice. I saw your post about the YouTube channel too. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's go view of 12. Do this sort of. Oh, because I did on the wrong one. Yep. See my PFP change though? I did. That was one of the first things I noticed. I was like, hang on. Imposter. This is not Sizzler. Looks nothing like a Sizzler's. Oop, yeah, there you go, one further. Now, let's do that. Bam. Even made a post about it? You did. Look at that. It's pretty good. I'll give it that. It's pretty good. I'm experimenting with posing player model for part of the loadout UI and got a little carried away. Clearly. You could totally animate this. You totally animate this and have it do like the anime female, like two like peace sign thing. It's like the character loadout. Whenever you change something, it like spins around and does that. That'd be perfect. I'm just gonna add the comment of, wish I gave them a more feminine form. What? Sizzler, are you telling me that guys can't do that? I will prove you wrong the second Cavino comes online. Alright? I will get Cavino to do that. Have I confirmed Cavino is happy to do it? No. Am I going off assumptions? Yes. Is that perfectly fine? Not really. Do I care? Nah. That looks pretty good. Let me change this to be... sort of in between. Yeah. I like it. I like that a lot. Let's see. Moon, how are you doing? How have you found the animating and posing side of things of Blender? Sizzler? Don't like doing it in Blender? Fair. Fair. You're exhausted, Moon? Well, sit back and relax. Let me do all the work. That's all you need to do at this point. I do posing in Blender to test the joints, but if I'm animating, I prefer Godot. Interesting. Quick question, Sizzler. Do you generate rigs in Blender? Or do you just use the armature for posing and animating? Animation in Blender requires a certain type of brain. I found it easier to just animate in Engine. It depends on the type of animation, I think. Because for me, if I'm going, like, one place I want to get to is doing root motion and IK animations. And a lot of that requires, like, Blender type of setups and stuff like that. And then in Engine, you use code to kind of, like, help move things. Make my own rigs most times. How does it go with those rigs going into Godot? Pretty good most times, nothing too special. Nice. I should have said, how does it Godot importing those things into Godot? even if saying that was going to make people hate me. I've noticed that Godot doesn't import Blender's IK with FBX. Interesting. So you export them to FBX and import them into Godot as an FP, like via FBX. Interesting. Probably should move the assets over to the Godot project, but my file structure has been chaotic for a long time. I mean, a chaotic file structure is very normal in my experience. Although my experience is not that vast. Okay. So, disabled. Here's what we're going to do for disabled. Go darker for you. Darker for you. Probably a bit darker than that. My Godot projects are literally under Mount Games Development Godot Projects 4.2. That's categorized into experiments, add-ons, games, and non-games. Non-games, those pesky non-games. What are they doing? Who do they think they are? Doesn't matter what Godot version it is. If it's 4, it's going into 4.4.2. That's an interesting way of doing it. Pretty sure I was thinking that I'll be version splitting my projects. I mean, yeah, I can see the train of thought there. This one's gonna be focus. So what I want to do for focus, I want to take this. Make it a bit lighter. Go even lighter. Really, I just want the outside to become the same as the inside for that. Maybe the inside can be a little bit lighter. No, that'll be for hover. So for hover, make you a little bit lighter. Make that one a little bit lighter. Teeny bit more. Teeny bit more, there we go. G'day, Duke, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic bloody day. I was talking earlier about the word goon and how it's ruining Australian culture. Because in Australia, we have Wheel of Goon. Okay? You don't like a good goon sesh? I love a good goon sesh. Just not the kind of goon sesh that people talk about these days. That's the problem. That's the problem, Moon. Goon sesh makes me think of two completely different things. Someone clip that and cut off the but not part. I'm gonna turn it into a short myself, Sizzler. I've also just remembered that I have it set up so that you can actually share clips you make of my channel to your own stuff. So if you really wanted to get me, I would let you do that. Because there's no way for me to edit it at that point. It's just out there. Oh, that'd be hilarious. There we go. Lovely. G'day, Aphonia. How are you? Export to that. Yes. Export. Okay. Nice. Nah, I need to make that darker. Goon session. Thank you, Moonbase. Still need to set up version control for my game. Just not sure if I'm willing to set up a local Git server or just throw it on a private GitHub repo. You have just reminded me, Sizzler, that I need to move all of my stuff onto my private Git server. You have just reminded me of that. Damn. Okay. Nope. I do not want to shut down in the middle of a stream. Thank you very much. That still doesn't look disabled, does it? Did it even import the new one? Looks like it has. What up, Zyth? Why edit the buttons elsewhere? So I'm editing the buttons in Critter because we've got all of these. Wait, these are texture buttons. So you've got a normal texture, then you've got your pressed texture, and your hover texture, disabled texture, and focus texture. And then what I do in here is I just modulate the color to be whatever I want it to be. That's it. Imagine if it gets to a point where the cult, I mean Freedom Forge Studios, has to get their grimy hands on the project. I'm going to need a sort of public-facing Git repo for it. You wouldn't need a public-facing one. You could just give them access to that repo if you had a private one set up, or you could move it over to a public one. I feel like it might be achievable with a custom theme, but I don't know. So the problem, like if you go into, here, if we do a texture button, oh, there you go. There is no texture button theme. So I would have to create all of these things, like by hand sort of thing. Or I would create a button, and with the button, I would need to set up style boxes. And for each of the style boxes, it's like you've only got like flat or texture. And if you go flat, so like that's the button there. So these here are the different buttons. We can change the color to be what we like, but you can't have multiple layers. You can add a border. So we can add a border like 6 pixels, and we can make the border darker. We can give them a corner radius. Yeah. So then you get this. And then you can give them a shadow as well. Let's say 4, and we'll bump it down on the Y by 4 to give it that sort of effect. But it still doesn't look as good. Like that's about as much as you can get. Like there's nothing. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have to do it as a texture, but like a texture style box. And then in here, you would probably go like a gradient texture 2D. And you kind of set it up to be like, you know, this one 0.5 sort of thing. This one 0, 0, set it up to be a square. And then you adjust this to be like that sort of thing. But then you see how the borders don't match up. So you have to try and find a width, which would be, what, 640, 1280. Like you gotta try and find a size for this that like has the border be the same kind of thing. It just becomes a hassle if you go down that path. But yeah. Whereas if I create the buttons over here, I can like give them multiple layers. I can give them this sort of depth here. I can change that depth when it's pressed. All that kind of stuff. I've unironically found it easier to make custom button classes for having multiple button presets within a single theme. I mean, yes, like, but when it comes to like complex style sort of thing, like, yeah, like you're not gonna have something in Godot using Godot's inbuilt stuff that gives you like this 4-tier system, like these 4-tier of colors sort of thing. Styles aren't very complicated to begin with. And it's like, if you do manage to get something like this, it's probably going to be like a texture, like a panel on top of a panel sort of thing. Pretty much all of my UI is Stylebox flat. Yeah. What do I need to do? I need this to be darker. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna make these a little bit darker still. Let's export that. Yeah, that's one thing we were doing earlier as well, Zyth. We were trying to get it done with just Godot's styling sort of thing. Just couldn't find the right. That looks disabled, doesn't it? I could put, nah, because if I put text on it, then I've got to go, I want these to be, and also, one thing I want to do, where's textures? Linear map. And we also want to set up anti-aliasing. That's not going to anti-alias, is it? What up, Julius? Time to use CSS. I told Convenient to use HTML and CSS like Valve does in Source for their UI the other day. Is that even possible? Like, has someone created a Godot extension for that? Is there a way? No. That's why I needed them anti-aliasing. Yeah. Damn it. You have to redo these as... That doesn't come out too bad, actually. It still looks shit, and I'm gonna have to redo it, but yeah. I feel like it'd be easy to export each button individually and just modulate them with darkness. I mean, then you're talking about setting up custom code to specifically handle this button implementation everywhere. Like... I'd rather not redo code that Godot already has built into it. You know what I mean? Like, why write code to handle a button becoming disabled when Godot already has code that makes a button appear disabled. You're just reinventing the wheel at that point. Make it easier on the artistic side of things. I want to learn the art side of things anyway, because there's a lot of artwork I need to do down the track anyway. So practicing and learning art on the buttons now is just an easy intro to it, really. XSS via CSGO. Yes, the cross-site scripting in CSGO too. That was funny. Did you hear about Docker and its security issue? Or Docker Hub? Or something like that? This one. Critical Docker Desktop Security 4 puts Windows hosts at risk of attack. Heard the security issue Docker had, and it was funny because it basically meant Docker was useless. Yeah. Docker has released fixes to address critical security flaw affecting the Docker desktop app for Windows and Mac OS that could potentially allow an attacker to break out of the confines of a container. Yep. And this is one reason why people shouldn't trust virtual machines as a secure solution. It's just because something's running inside a virtual machine doesn't mean it's safe. Things can escape from virtual machines and from Docker instances and stuff like that. Alright, we've got this. Why isn't it blurring these edges here? Why is it not getting those? I'm gonna try and get sleep, but no promises. No worries, Sizzler. Get that sleep. Can I handle anti-aliasing in Godot? If it's built into the image, no. Because this is just pixel, basically. It's not anti-aliased in here. So, yeah. Basically, what I would need to do... Let's get rid of this one. Up and up. You... remove. And this one will go like pixel button and pixel button depth. This one will just go button depth, button. All right. So what we need to do instead of the pixel art brush, we go back to this type of brush. Not sure what happened there. Hit a hotkey somewhere, I think. You see how that's now anti-aliased. And then in Godot, I can have that handled. Maybe it can't blur to transparent. Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Can't blur with something that's not there. You're so smart, Julius. So smart. How do I become as smart as you? It's a bit too... Yeah, there we go. I swear I didn't put a gun to his head, guys. Don't you dare point twice. How about that? Huh? Does that count? Just want to know what the limits are, that's all. That's too close to the top. That looks good. That looks good. Take a deep color like that. There we go. Beautiful. It's beautiful. How good that button is. Such a good button. Such a good button. I'm actually gonna take this. I wanna move it up slightly. That way, when we press, like when we give the button a pressed state, there will be more of a, it'll drop down further. Ooh. Something ugly on the side there, actually. Notice that? See that? See that? This is the problem with anti-aliasing. Gotta fix that. Lovely. Nice and clean. All right. I'm really hoping that Silk Song's not a flop. And not that it'll matter much because it's like because of how cheap they're making it, but I can already picture all the people that are hyping the game up in their heads and it not living up to that hype. And all of them just being disappointed. And then all the people that hyped it up are disappointed by it, but they don't want to admit that they're disappointed by it. So they just say that they love it because they don't want to believe anything else. And then all the people that actually enjoy it that give their honest opinion. Needs to be a height of 6. Bam. Alright, ads coming in, so we're gonna have to go to GamDev in a second. If we can get these buttons finished in time, maybe we can get... Maybe we can get some gameplay of stuff in. Yeah. There we go. Merge player below. Lovely. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. That's right, Mournguard saved us with Gothic. Oof. That was a tough one. What about this one? Division 2. Actually, that reminds me, is there a High on Life 2? There is going to be a High on Life 2. I feel I need to play High on Life 1 now. I do have High on Life 1, and I have played a little bit of it. But I've never finished it. And High on Knife. What? High on Life, High on Knife. Okay. Okay then. Didn't even know that was a thing. Thank you for the info, gamer. Oh, look at that. 2016. This is going to be a side game. Gamer, what's a side RPG? Side view RPG from 2016. Actually, is this Starbound? Damn, never mind. I'm too good. Crushed that. Yeah, never mind. What's going on, Dex? Just giving a little dance. So it's not third person. It's not a shooter, so that rules out Cyberpunk and Gears of War. Elden Ring's ruled out. Okay, single player. What theme? What's the what? Okay, it's an adventure. Action. It's an adventure action. Single player adventure action. Not first person, not third person, not isometric. So this is going to be another side view? Actually. It's not Balatro, but it is 2024. It's a Nintendo Switch game by the looks of it. It's a Nintendo game.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah, ads are over. So single player 2024 Nintendo game. That is side view. Huh? Adventure action side view single player 2024 Nintendo Switch. It's not VR. That's ruled out. Is it going to be a Smash? Like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Okay. Okay. So it's a fighter or a platformer. Nintendo Publishing and Good Field Dev. I don't know who Good Field Dev is. Who is Good Field Dev? Who be that? Ah, yeah. But was that... I don't think that was side view, though. I don't think that was side view. Oh my god, it is side view. There you go. Nicely done, gamer. Lovely. Even when they aren't. That's true. That's true. Always side view, no matter what. Oops. This is the other problem with anti-aliasing. See that? What if I'm gonna take that, gradient map, to a darker color. Like so. If I take this, all right. So that's what we can do. We can map gradient map. Make that black. Then we take this one. 797979. So this is how you do it in Critter. That's good to know. There we go. Disabled button. Focus. I guess focus and hover can just be the same button, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Shuffle this up. There we go. Oh, that's something we need to test out tonight as well. I've got the virtual camera set up to be able to run that in OBS. So it would be nice to see if we can get the virtual camera recognized by Godot as a camera source, as a camera feed. If we can, then we can start getting the holographic me working. Yeah. I want to resize this. There we are. That's disabled. Rest. Gradient map. Black. Slightly pressed. And this one can make it lighter. That's just regular. All right. Let's see what happens. I think that's going to come out well. Disabled. Cool. It's a bit hard to tell which one's highlighted, isn't it? It's very difficult to tell which one's highlighted. What if I change the center to be white? When it's... Or the outside to be... Yeah, that's what we'll do. Almost. It's like the outside edges. No. I think I'm gonna have to go this. I'm gonna have to turn off the fill. Make you 12. Okay.